lovers, how are you guys doing today? So as always, I'm going to be discussing the new makeup releases from the past week. This video is one day late for this week because I was on vacation, like I keep saying over and over, and I was actually in a car for like 10 hours today, and I just got back like an hour ago, so I wanted to go ahead and film and get this up as soon as possible. I did my makeup in the car, and I had like a tiny little mirror, so if it's not looking perfect or wonderful or something super cool like I normally try to do for new makeup releases, that's why. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Alright, I feel like I have so much to talk about, so many opinions. First off, let's just talk about, I think, the biggest release that has happened this week, which is the Norvina eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Whenever this was like getting teased and everything, I was super excited about it, and like the packaging alone, the purple soft velvet, I'm so here for it. I feel like the reveal for me was a little bit underwhelming, and I feel like everyone is claiming that it's so different, but I will definitely leave a picture up showing it in comparison with the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette and two of the Lime Crime palettes, and I feel like it definitely has similar vibes, which I don't have any of those palettes because I don't support any of those, either Lime Crime or Huda Beauty. So, okay, my thoughts. People were posting on Trendmood like, if you don't like this palette, you're just looking for something to complain about, and that's not true. Like, you don't have to like everything. Like, just because something is like a little bit different doesn't mean that you have to like it. Like I said, I think I said that I do like it, but I feel like I said, it's underwhelming. I wish that it wasn't so safe. I feel like it's like a kind of purple palette with a bunch of neutrals, and I just feel like I wish that there was like a super bright dark purple shade. I don't know, I'm just not completely 100% happy with it. Like, if I was going to do it, obviously it's not the Amy palette, it's the Norvina palette. But I am really inspired to do this palette as like a what this palette should have been, which I don't do that often because I have to feel like strongly about it, and I feel like I really want to take my single shadows out and do like what I imagine this palette to be, kind of sticking to the theme but not playing it quite as safe. So I'm kind of like, I'm not sure about it. I might purchase it. Like, the packaging has me, so we'll see. I don't know. So a really exciting release, It Cosmetics is coming out with a CC Plus oil-free matte version, which I'm super excited about. I actually have the regular version on now, and I really want to try out the illuminating version because I love being dewy, and this is definitely not a product for me, but I'm very excited to see it for anyone who does have oily skin and wants to try out their CC cream. Of course, there's only 12 colors. Do better, It Cosmetics. Okay, so next, Natasha Denona is coming out with a new product, and I feel like of everyone, like, Natasha Denona's sneak peeks, just her artistry in general, like, gets me. It kills me. I'll try to put some videos up of her, like, model doing the whole, like, this thing, and you're just like, oh my god, her skin looks so good. So she's coming out with the Super Glow, which is in 3 shades. There's fair, medium, and bronze, and these look nice. I think that they look super beautiful on the skin, and I think that they're supposed to be, like, some type of highlighter topper. They're not quite as opaque, and she was showing you like how like you do a cream highlight and then you top it with this, which you could do with any highlighter ever. So I think right now it's a pass for me because I just don't feel like it's necessary. It's probably going to be like $40, and like I said, you can literally use any highlighter as a topper. So moving on, Hourglass is coming out with some glitter eyeshadow reflex in like the little pots, and I feel like this is just a pass for me. Like, I don't even have to see swatches or anything. Oh, actually, the swatches aren't even that great. Yeah, they're probably gonna be like $25 each, and the swatches are just eh. So first of all, it reminds me of the Tarte ones. It looks like the packaging and everything looks the same. For this look, I feel like you could just buy ColourPop Super Shock shadows and get the same exact look, and it would be so much less expensive. They always have deals, they always have coupons, so I just feel like, yeah, that's a pass. Okay, so next, Kathleen Lights has already teased a lipstick, which I talked about and said I'm super excited about, but she put eyes and said me no can say, which I think is really funny. It's just a super basic neutral eye, but I really like her collaborations. I love them so much. I'm actually wearing Dream Street right now. I packed it for my vacation and I had a lot of fun playing around with it. So I'm excited. I'm always excited for whatever she comes out with. I feel like all of her collabs have been really, really good. Next, Laura Mercier is coming out with some different highlighter palettes for holiday, and the first one I'm going to show up I'm not interested in. I just feel like it's unnecessary. It's a bunch of different colors. I could only use one. You know the story. But then she also posted sneak peeks of two other palettes, which one looks like a more like light version and the other looks like a medium tan version. And I don't know, I really like the light one. It has like a really like light white, a light pink, and then kind of like a pinky peachy shade, which could just be a blush topper. But I haven't had any of the Laura Mercier highlighters in that formula, so I'm definitely interested in that one. But that's for holidays 2018, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe we're already seeing sneak peeks for holiday. Like, that's like half a year away. Oh, and then speaking of sneak peeks for holidays, is this for 2018? Is it from 2017, 2016, 2015? Because it literally looks like the same palette that Hourglass releases every single year. That's all I have to say. Like, does nobody have new ideas? Like, anything at all? Like, okay, so this next release is actually super smart, even though I won't be buying it. So Kat Von D is coming out with the eyeshadow shade Swoon as a single shadow. And if you guys remember, Too Faced and Kat Von D did a palette together, and literally the Too Faced side was so boring, and the Kat Von D was like kind of just cool tone neutrals, and then there was this bright red shade, and I almost bought that palette because of the red shade, because it is so beautiful. But I like talked myself out of it. I was like, I don't need to buy a $60 palette for one shade. You don't need it. So she's coming out with it as a single, which, like I said, I think is super smart. But I no longer support Kat Von D, so I'm not gonna buy it. But good thinking. And then next, something else I'm super excited about. So Tutti Frutti is a collection that Too Faced did a little sneak peek of and just showed like the outside packaging. But now we can see what's in the collection. And there's like a little palette that has like all like purple tones, like super pretty. Like, there's, I don't know, that's such a cute palette. And then there's a bunch of lipsticks. There's some duo blushes, geez, I can't talk, which look really nice. There's Do You setting spray, it looks like, and maybe Do You foundation or primer. I'm not really sure. I can't see that well zooming in. There's like a bronzer duo, maybe a highlighter or a setting powder. It's like, has bananas all over it, so probably setting powder. Looks like some lipsticks, and either some really funky colored lipsticks or some liquid eyeshadows. I'm not sure exactly, because like I said, it's just like a little tiny sneak peek of everything that's going on. But so far, I'm very interested in this collection. I really like how it's looking. It's looking really nice. Okay, so another thing that I'm really excited about, I feel like this week was a lot of really good releases and sneak peeks. Nikkitutorials did like a little tweet and said, that's a wrap on this magical day. Working blah blah whatever, and Ofra commented back and like did like a little like hush type of emoji and kisses and eyes and hands up. So we're thinking maybe Ofra times Nikkitutorials again, which I'm really excited for, because the glazed donut highlighter is literally my favorite highlighter ever. Well, I don't know about ever, but maybe my favorite blinding highlighter. Like, it is so good for fair skin. So I'm very excited to see what that turns out to be. Okay, so another collection that I'm very ecstatic about. I tried to use a different word other than exciting. Melisa Michelle did a collaboration with Ulta last year, and I bought it, and I actually did a giveaway with one. I gave one to my mom. I was super excited because Melissa is actually from the same like hometown that I am, and my friend has met her and said she was super nice. She moved actually, so she doesn't live there anymore. But she's very sweet, and she followed me on Instagram, and she's adorable. So whenever she started sneak peeking stuff, I was so excited. And she did round 2 with Ulta and did a eyeshadow palette which has like glitters, and the colors are definitely more neutral, but I just had to buy it to support her. And then there's a face palette which has like a 2 highlighters and 2 blushes, which is pretty. And then she had 2 different lip duos which look nice, like more like one's like a little bit of a like warmer dark shade, and then a like nice nude, and then also lashes. So I bought everything from the collection except for the lashes, just because they don't really look like my style. But I got everything else, so I'll definitely do a video on that whenever it gets in. So I'm super excited about it. And Ulta had gosh, what was it? They had buy two get one free, and I also had 5 times points on Ulta products, so I got like $8 back as well, plus I got 2 products free, so I was like, can't beat that. Okay, so next, BH Cosmetics is coming out with a new palette called Desert Oasis, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it looks really, really nice. I think it's a great alternative if you wanted the KKW times Mario palette, or if you wanted the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe palette. I think it's definitely got that whole like neutrals with a pop of blue thing going on. So if you wanted to try that and you wanted to try it at a good price, then here it is. I don't need it in my collection, but it does look nice. So, and the swatches look really, really pretty as well. Their palette is coming out, or actually is already available, the NYX Cosmetics Swear By It palette. And this is $35 and you get a lot of shades. There's 40 shades, but I don't know, the colors look a little bit muted. And I saw a review on it and the mattes looked good, but the shimmers weren't as great, so I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of NYX products, like especially their like eyeshadows, are like hit and miss. So I think I'm just gonna pass on it because I don't know, it's just big. I just don't need it. I just don't need it. Okay. So Wet n Wild is coming out with a new collection called Written in the Stars, which I'm super excited about. I'm always here for Wet n Wild collections because they're affordable. They're always great quality for the most part. There might be like a hit and miss here and there, but for the most part, they're really, really good. And they are cruelty free, which a lot of brands at the drugstore aren't. So I'm really excited to see what they come out with. And I hope that they come out with more liquid eyeshadows because those are my favorite. And then also, I may as well just mention it right now since we're talking about Wet n Wild. They are coming out with a Fire Dragon versus Ice Dragon collection, which is available now at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm just curious to see when it will be in store or online, because literally I'd rather buy anything online. I hate going on hunts or looking for things because I never find them. I know a lot of people like that and like the hype and everything. I'm like, I would rather just go online and wait a few days. But this collection looks pretty cool. There's a nice little brush. There's bronzers, and the bronzer that's called You're Dragging Me Down, which is so, so cute. It looks really nice. And then there's, yeah, I like the highlighters. The blue one I think would be super pretty for the inner corner of the eye. I could pass on the eyeshadow palettes, but looks very interesting. I love Wet n Wild collections. So next, Sugar Pill did a little sneak peek in the black and white filter and said something sparkly is coming, and I really, really hope it's eyeshadows. I feel like Sugar Pill, like specifically their matte shadows, are like really, really hyped up, but they have not released any new shades in forever. Like it feels like I can't remember the last time they released a new eyeshadow other than like palettes, which their palettes I hear are hit and miss, so I've never tried one. But I really hope that they come out with more eyeshadows. I feel like they've done different like shimmery liquid lipsticks, but that's just not my style, so have to wait and see what that is. Next, another product that I've already bought is the Love Lux Beauty Set and Stay Setting Spray, and I wanted to order their new highlighter palette just to try them out. I've heard good things, and then I had like a 20% off code, and I wanted to try out their liquid eyeshadows, so I just decided to go ahead and try their setting spray. I got the illuminating one, so I'm excited to see how it ends up looking, and I will definitely let you guys know in the future. Another collection that I think looks super, super nice is from Nabla Cosmetics, and is the Denude collection. And the packaging all looks super nice. It actually reminds me a lot of the packaging, oh gosh, from the Desi x Katie collection is what it looks like to me, especially the lipsticks. So it looks nice. The highlighters look super, super pretty. Is it anything I need? No. But I do want to try Nabla out, so it's a possibility. I know that this is super late, but this released, and I honestly just forgot to talk about it, but I figured I saw it on Trendmood because it's available now, and I'm like, better late than never. So this is the Lorac Pro Palette 4, and I think this is the most boring palette I've ever seen. Like literally the first 3 shades look like almost the same shade, with the 5th one looks like basically the same thing. Like there's like one purple shade, like I don't get it. Like I can see how some like neutral palettes can be appealing, but this one just looks like literally like 100 shades of beige. Okay, so next Milani was teasing 2 palettes, Soft and Sultry and Pure Passion. And I was excited about it at first because I feel like they've been coming out with a bunch of palettes lately and they've all been neutral, so I was like hoping like at least one of them was something different. But no, one is a warm neutral palette, the other is a cool neutral palette, so it's just a pass for me. I haven't tried any of their new eyeshadow formulas because I feel like none of the palettes have spoken to me. So yeah, I won't be buying those. Even though if you're looking for something from the drugstore and you just want like a good neutral palette, it might work for you. I also wanted to mention that Blush Tribe. I talked about their Hasina 2 palette, which is so freaking beautiful last week. And they actually have it up for pre-order now, so you can, well, they did have it for pre-order. I don't know if they have any more up. I don't think it's even shipping till like sometime in August, but I bought it literally right away because I was so excited about it. Like, it's the prettiest palette I've seen in a really long time. So whenever I do get it eventually, I'll definitely let you guys know. They also did a collaboration with Certify, and they have a glitter pack that is picked to match Hasina's too. So it's got some purple, some blue, some green. So that's a cool little collaboration between the two indie brands in case you guys want to get some glitter. I haven't tried anything from Certify, but it looks nice. And then I also wanted to mention from Blush Tribe that they came out with a Just Blended eyeshadow palette. And I think that this is a super cool concept. I already bought this one too. So I'll let you know, or I'll do a video on it, whenever I get it. Because I think it was also a pre-order, but I'm just excited about the things that Blush Tribe are coming out with. So I made 2 separate orders, paid for shipping twice. I was just so excited about it. But I love that these shades are all named after different people on Instagram. There was only 2 that I was familiar with. Rocio Siha, she does the most beautiful rainbow looks ever. Like, I'm constantly inspired by her. And then I saw, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Sefei. I saw her on Benefit. She was in the running to win the Benefit thing. I don't know exactly if she won or not. And then there's 2 other, but I followed all of them because I was just excited about it, and I think that's a really great way to, like, I don't know, I think it's cool to give an influencer a shade, and just like, if it's someone who's been supporting your brand, to kind of support them back. And just, I don't know, I really like it. It actually made me think it would be so cool if a big company, like, I don't know, like maybe Morphe, maybe ColourPop, someone who's affordable, if they worked with a bunch of different influencers and had them pick like one shade that really defined them, and then put a palette all together, and it, like, each shade was for a different influencer. I think that'd be super cool. I don't know, I really like that concept, but for like a bigger palette. But the little palettes too is cool too. I like it. I guess little palettes are easier because if you sent it out to a bunch of influencers and said pick your favorite color and then you had to put it together, it might not all match. But I think the concept is amazing. Alright, so that was all the new makeup releases I had saved for the past week and a half. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.